This public announcement. I'm like Pippi Longstocking. It's Pippi. Just kidding. This public announcement is about like not drinking and driving, or even like smoking weed. Don't be impaired while you're driving, because it's gonna be really bad if you hurt someone and you're impaired. Then they put you like in prison. Like, don't just casually. Don't think you could get away with it. Like, and it's not safe. Um, when you're if you want to drink, just don't get on the road. There's going to be a lot of deaths with the new year. People are going to be drunk and driving. They do it every year. And I think we've cut down on a lot of that, but because we have Uber and Lyft. But there are people that still do that. And we need to be mindful when we're on the roads. Try to do something safe with your family that doesn't have to do with like being on the roads. But if you do go on the roads, just pray before you go, because our Father in heaven loves us and He will send His angels to encamp around us. So just be mindful of that. I pray all the time for my kids. Like, I'm even tell my son, because there's a lot of bad drivers in Vegas. I tell my son, like, just pray before you get on the road, because you never know. Just one prayer request can save your life. I wish I would have prayed before I got in my car crash, but I'm lucky to be alive. God spared my life. Because if I would have been any more in the intersection, it would have came right through and killed me. He was flying. He was speeding in an SUV, trying to get to Church's Chicken. I was like, it was that much of an urgency that he was flying so fast, and and I'm still, I I'm just blessed that I'm alive. But everybody else got money out of this, and he said he called the police, but he didn't, because he knew he was speeding. And it's just like, but he got away with it, and I ended up with a totaled out car and no money. It's like, what? And the kid that was in the car crash with me burned me, because he had crashed two of my paid off vehicles, and he had borrowed $40 before his settlement and never even compensated me for the cars he crashed of mine. And I know God is going to have something special waiting for him, but if he wants to be evil after I did so much for him at his house, and even before I stayed with him as a roommate, and I even took his one of his roommates to California to visit her family because she was crying, out of my pocket and my miles on my car. And he is oblivious that I'm a good person, that I've helped him so much. Put $200 of my stimulus check in his house. I was there for him whenever he needed a friend. And he turned on me just and started being really evil. And so, just there's people like that. So anyway, and all the weed I've bought him and alcohol, and just, I'm done. It's evil, but he'll get his. Matthew Patterson, he'll get yours. And I'm not wishing bad on you. It's just that you don't do that to people. That was so evil.